Good morning, everyone. My name is Salman, and as you know, I'm from Saudi Arabia, which is located in the Middle East. My subject today is about women's rights when it comes to driving in Saudi Arabia. So first of all, are you familiar with our culture in the Middle East? How many of you is familiar with our culture? And do you know women cannot drive in Saudi Arabia? Most of you, they don't know that. They can't believe that. And the other question is, do you think women should be allowed to drive? Okay. I think, in my opinion, women should be allowed to drive, but I can't change the law in Saudi Arabia. However, I do have a few solutions of women, and how can I fix this problem with the solutions. So I'm going to talk, give you some information a little bit about the location and the culture. Saudi Arabia has a population of 28.6 million, and 100% of the population is Muslim. Muslim people are not allowed to drink, have sex without getting married, or eating pork, or drinking alcohol. Although these rules apply for both man and woman. In Muslim culture, there are rules that apply only for women, such as not being allowed to drive. However, this is not a religious rule. It comes from the culture and the government. A lot of women in Saudi Arabia don't want to drive and don't want other women to drive. Mostly because it is culture matter, plus women have drivers and they're allowed to use the taxi cars. So why women in Saudi Arabia cannot drive? Women cannot drive in Saudi Arabia, but most of the Saudi women don't want to drive. This is because of things like traffic jams, accidents, and car breakdowns, and driving along in remote areas, and the rash drivers. Especially the young man who will often chase female drivers sometimes. However, in our culture, although we don't allow women to drive, because we care about women and we respect them a lot. For example, a woman was arrested in Mecca, in Saudi Arabia, which is 9 hours driving from my capital city. Police gave her chase after she was seen at the wheel of 4x4 Lexus car, and she was arrested after hitting other car. And instead of taking a woman to the jail, can you guess what the officer did? You think it's jail? Huh? No, actually the officer was kind, and he let her go. One possible solution of a problem like this is to write a law which makes the male family member, such as a brother, father, or husband, responsible of driving their women around. Another possible solution for women is walking, because in my city, which is capital city of Riyadh, of Saudi Arabia, which is called Riyadh, the stores and the shops are located and close to each other, which makes walking an easy solution, and it is good for exercising. Finally, a woman can hire a driver. Why? Because if you're gonna hire a driver in Saudi Arabia, it's not that expensive. The government was worried about this subject and worried about women, and those who were responsible were against the idea of women driving cars. So some solutions that can be used today for this problem of women driving against the law, it's to make their men drive them around. use public transportation or pay a driver or walk. In conclusion, I would like to say, as you know, I'm from Saudi Arabia, and I know that might not agree with our law against women drivers, but I cannot change the law. So instead, offer these easy solutions so our women don't have to worry about driving. Is there any questions?
Yes.
Wouldn't be,
Is it?
Yeah, I know there's lots of questions. Yeah, I'm ready.
wouldn't be a woman chased more by the other dance if she would walk by a street instead of driving a car?
Yeah,
As you says, the women, if women driving the car might be following. by
yeah,
somebody.
some women do that. Some women walk by themselves, and some women, but in our culture, like probably 80% of the women, of the Saudi women, they don't go outside of the house without a brother or some of the family members, and some of them, yes. So that happens
But
also.
if men respect women to the point, but even like release her out of the accident,
Yeah, not
scene, why men getting so aggressive with women to the point that women cannot go anywhere in the town by themselves?
This is actually our culture, and that's why women kind of they get they don't want to walk outside by themselves. So that's why kind of 80% of the women back home they walk with with family members, brothers, cousins, and that's we do have some like the young men. They chase women a lot sometimes. Still happen. We do have like lots of problems with this subject. Another question?
Is this a religion things that forbidden to drive?
Not actually, it's not a religion thing. It's came from the government, the culture, and the law.
I think if women would be allowed to drive, there would be a little more changes in the law too. Because
Yeah.
women would have to take the veil off their
Mhm.
faces, otherwise it will